Today I'm going to be showing you the first things to do when you get your brand new iMac computer. This video is going to walk you through how to set up your computer, and then I'm going to go through the most important settings and features that will allow you to use your new computer to its maximum potential. So if you want to be able to use your iMac like an expert, let's get started with today's video, the first things to do when you get your new iMac computer. So we are going to turn on our iMac in just one moment, but first let's just quickly cover a few things on the back of our computer. So over here we have our different inputs. We have our Ethernet port, 2 USB-C ports, 4 standard USB ports, an SD card port, and then an input for our headphones. On the other side of our iMac is where you're going to find the power button. That's how we're going to turn on our computer in just one moment. And then in the box that your computer came in, you'll find a cord with this end to it. We're going to take this cord, stick it through the hole on the stand of our iMac, and then we can connect it right into our computer. Now, of course, take the other end of this cord and connect it to a power source so we can go ahead and power on our iMac. The very last thing we need to do before we go ahead and power on our iMac is just power on our trackpad or mouse and our keyboard. So both of these things should have came in the box of your computer, and they should have both came with a full battery charge. So to turn on this mouse, we're going to take this switch on the back and just toggle it up so that button becomes green. That indicates that it is on and ready for use. If for any reason this does not come charged, the charging port is right here, and it just requires a standard lightning cable. Now, the same goes for the keyboard. I actually like to keep my keyboard plugged into a power source by utilizing one of these USB ports on the back of our computer, just so you don't ever need to worry about it dying on you. But either way, it should come with a battery charge in it. And now to power this on, we're going to toggle that same switch on the top of our keyboard. Again, you just want it to be green to indicate that it is on. And now we can go ahead and power on our iMac. All right, so our iMac is officially powered on, so we can go ahead and set it up so we can start using it to its maximum potential. So the first thing we need to do is just declare where we are setting up our Mac. So choose the country which you're residing in and then click continue. Now we are going to connect to a Wi-Fi network. This is important for the Wi-Fi for the setup process. So if you do not have access to a Wi-Fi network right now, please try to connect to a hardwired network connection. And if you really can't connect to anything, you can click the continue button and set this up later. This next page is just introducing us to this icon here. Whenever this appears on your screen, it is indicating that Apple is trying to collect some sort of personal information from you. So it's an important icon to be familiar with if you do care about your data and privacy. Now we're going to click continue, and this is where we can finally transfer information to this Mac. So if you're coming from an older computer and want to get all of that data backed up onto this new Mac, it's no problem, and it only takes a few minutes. So if you're coming from an older Mac, Time Machine Backup or Startup Disk, you're going to select this first option here. Now, if you used to use a Windows PC computer, that's no problem. You can still transfer all of that data onto this new Mac just by choosing this second option. If you'd rather do this later, choose the third option, but I do encourage you just take care of this now. So when the setup process is done, it's just, you can pick up just where you left off on your old computer. So now let's click continue. And this next step is signing into your Apple ID. So your Apple ID is what allows you to connect with your iCloud, the App Store, and almost all other Apple services. So if you already have an Apple ID, make sure you sign into it now. This is how you'll be able to sync all of your old applications, Apple services, and of course, link back up to your iCloud. If you don't have an Apple ID already, I suggest you set this up right away because it is essential for a lot of the capabilities of your iMac. So to do this, click this create new Apple ID button, and it's going to walk you through the steps to set up this Apple ID. I'm going to sign into my account now, and we'll meet you on the next page. Now that we're signed into our Apple ID, we can just agree to these terms and conditions. If you're interested in reading about these, just select this more hyperlink right here, and it will take you to the full terms and conditions page. So I'm going to click agree, move on to the next page. Now this is where we can create our computer account. This is what's going to allow us to sign into our computer each time we power it on. So first, just enter your full name, and then you can do an account name, which is going to appear on your screen. Now, if you want to add in a profile picture or edit this, click this edit button. And now we'll have options to all sorts of different fun profile pictures. Choose one you like, click save, and now let's just enter in a password, which is going to allow us to get into our computer each time our computer falls asleep. Now, if you're scared of forgetting your password, you can actually create a hint here. So if you get your password wrong a few times, this hint will appear on your computer account and will allow you to get back into your computer. Now, make sure this isn't a complete giveaway because that will, of course, ruin the point of having a password. So let's click continue, move on, and we're just about done with the setup process. Now we're just being introduced to the Find My application. You're probably familiar with it for Find My iPhone or Find My AirPods. Really, any Apple device is capable of this. So if you ever do lose your iMac somehow or it is stolen, you can use this great feature to relocate it. So just click continue. They call it Express Setup. This is a way of Apple trying to get you to enable these different privacy sharing features. So the first one allows Maps and other Apple applications, including Find My, to use data to determine your location. This next one helps Apple improve its products and services by allowing certain analytics to be collected from this Mac. So if you're okay with that, click continue. If you would like to shut off either of these features, just click this customize settings button. So this is for helping app developers improve the applications whenever a app crashes. So this is going to allow you to share even more data with these app developers. If you're okay, check that off. If not, just leave it be and let's click continue. So here's just, again, introducing us to screen time. So this is, I'm sure you're familiar with it from other Apple products. It will give you weekly reports, but you can also set these screen time limits if you want to limit the amount of time you're using your iMac, or if you have kids that are using your devices, you can limit the amount of time they spend on certain apps or the device in its entirety. So once you're familiar with that, let's click continue. And this next page is going to show us Siri. So enable Ask Siri is when you'll be able to speak to Siri directly on your iMac. Siri is the incredible voice assistant, helping you get a lot of things done. You can ask random questions to Siri, ask it to type certain things, search for certain things. Siri can do a lot. I do suggest you enable that. I'm sure you're already familiar with Siri, but if not, click this About Siri and Privacy button, and you can learn so much more about what Siri has to offer. So setting up Hey Siri is really easy. It's just so Siri can recognize your voice, so you'll be able to ask commands of Siri without manually enabling the voice assistant. So I suggest you set this up now just by clicking continue. Again, for the sake of the video, I'm going to set mine up later, but it only takes a few moments. So click continue and get that set up now. Again, this is another privacy sharing option. If you want to improve Siri in dictation, allow it to store some of your audio and collect certain data. If you don't feel like doing that, just click this Not Now button, and then we can click Continue. So this page here is asking you if you want to back up all of your files and photos in the iCloud. I suggest you do this in case something ever happens to your computer. All of your files and photos will be securely stored up in the iCloud. So if you want to have that protection, keep these two buttons checked off. But if you don't want to store photos and videos or files in the iCloud, just uncheck either of these options, and then you can go ahead and click Continue. So the File Vault disk encryption secures your data by encrypting the contents of your disk and locking your screen with a password. So this is a great privacy feature. If you want to use it, just leave these checked off. And then you have the option of allowing your iCloud account to unlock my disk. So if you ever do forget this password, you will have iCloud to unlock it. For extra security, don't leave that checked off. But it's up to you if you want to use the File Vault disk encryption. I think it's a great feature, so I'm going to keep mine turned on. Now we get to choose our look here. So we have the light mode, which is your standard default appearance. But then we also have this really cool dark mode. If you like one over the other, go ahead and choose the one you prefer. But what I like to do is this automatic mode. Now what this automatic mode does is using your time zone, it is going to automatically transition your computer from light mode to dark mode based off of the time the sun sets in your given time zone. So when the sun sets in the evening, your computer's automatically going to transition into dark mode. Now the next morning when the sun rises, you're going to go back into light mode, and it's all going to happen automatically. So choose the appearance that you prefer, and then again, let's click continue and move on to the next page of our setup process. This is introducing us to True Tone Display. It's an incredible feature that adapts your computer's brightness based off of ambient lighting conditions to make colors appear consistent in different lighting environments. It's a great feature. This is what it looks like without True Tone Display. If you want to preview it on your iMac, just press this button here. But now that you're familiar with True Tone, we can move on and finish setting up your Mac. We are all done with the setup process. We can dive into the rest of the video. Now, the first thing you're going to do now that you're inside your brand new computer is open up the System Preferences application, go to Software Update, and check to see if you have any new software updates to install. If you're like me and you do have a new software update to install, go ahead and do that now before we start messing around with some of our computer settings and some other features. This next feature is one not enough people know about or utilize. It is called Hot Corners, and I'm going to show you how you can get yours set up right now. So open up your System Preferences application, and I also want to mention, rather than trying to find a specific setting that you're trying to adjust, you can actually just search for it in this search bar in the top right hand corner. So in this case, we're going to find Hot Corners. Then we can open that up. You'll see it took us to the desktop and screensaver menu. And now we're just going to select Hot Corners on the bottom right corner. Now, what this does is you can set up different automations for each corner of your screen. So when you bring your mouse over to a specific corner of your computer, it's actually going to automatically perform this automation. So look how many different options we have here. You can start your screensaver, have your computer go to a lock screen, put your display to sleep, and so much more. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you an example using the notification center whenever I bring my mouse to the top left corner of my display screen. So all you do is you select Notification Center, click OK. Now we can exit out of the System Preferences application and watch what happens when I bring my mouse to the left top hand corner. Right away, it opens up my Notification Center. It's a super handy feature. I like to have mine set up so when I bring my mouse to one corner of the screen, it automatically locks my screen. So if I ever get up from my desk, I can just quickly drag my mouse over to the top right corner and my computer will fall asleep and I don't need to worry about it not locking. I want to take a quick break from our video to show you the incredible application Rakuten. With Rakuten, you're going to start earning real cash back just for shopping at your favorite stores. And not only can you start earning real cash back today, if you use our exclusive link, you're going to also earn an additional $20 cash just for using our link and signing up for Rakuten. So to claim this $20 and start earning real cash back for shopping at your favorite stores, we're going to go to bit.ly/getebates bonus. Now, this link is also going to be found in our description, but again, it is bit.ly/GETEBATES ATESBONUS. Now you do need to use this exclusive link to get the $20 because we have partnered with Rakuten to get you the best exclusive deals just like this additional $20 cash. Now this also helps support our channel, so we do appreciate you using this link, but you're also going to earn this free $20 plus other additional exclusive cashback deals that you'll find inside the app. So once you go to bit.ly/getebatesbonus, you'll see all you need to do is enter your email, password, or you can easily link your Google, Facebook, or Apple account. Now it's completely free to sign up, and once you join and spend your first $20 on any of your favorite stores, you'll get this additional $20 cash bonus. So I want to show you inside the Rakuten application. So you'll see right away that there are just a ton of different stores giving you real cash back just for doing your typical shopping habits. For example, at Forever 21, they're giving you a 20% cash back. Finish Line, you can get 9% cash back. At Adidas, 6% cash back. Now the application's incredible, super easy to use. They even will separate their deals based off of categories. So you can see they range all the way from home decor and furniture to clothing, even food and restaurants. You can start earning real cash back just by using this incredible application. Now, if we go inside, say, travel and vacations, let's see what deals they have going on today. So if you use Vrbo, the incredibly popular company Vrbo, you'll get an additional $10 cash back just for having your Rakuten account linked. Expedia, you can get up to 3.5% cash back, 2.5% cash back from turnkey vacation rentals. As you can see, there's just so many options, and you're really just losing out on money if you're not using Rakuten. It's completely free to sign up, and you're going to get an additional $20 cash bonus just for using our link, which again is bit.ly/getebatesbonus, or you can just go down to the link in our description and get signed up today. This next feature is for any of you that are switching over from a PC computer to an Apple computer and don't like the way that your mouse feels. So let me show you what I mean by this. By opening up our system preferences, and if you're using a trackpad, open up the trackpad menu, but if you use a standard mouse, open up the mouse menu. The rules apply the same for both. So inside here, you'll see that Apple by default sets up this natural movement. So if you've been using an Apple computer for a long time now, this will feel natural. But if you're coming from a PC computer, I'm sure that it feels far from natural. You'll see that it shows you that just scrolling down should be how you scroll down on a page. If you don't like the way this feels and it's driving you crazy, just shut off this natural scroll direction just by clicking this check mark. And now your mouse or trackpad will start operating just like it did on your PC computer. Now I want to quickly go over our toolbar or dock that's on the bottom of our screen by default. So it's an incredible feature that gives us easy access to our favorite applications, but I do suggest you close and get rid of any apps that you don't use every day or every other day, because it will slow down your computer a little bit. And there's no point of having apps on here that you're not going to be using frequently. So to do this, we're going to hold down the control key and then click any app you want to get rid of, and then go to options and then just select remove from dock. Now go through and do this for any application, again, that you're not using frequently, and your computer will run more efficiently because of that. Now, the next thing I would suggest you do with this toolbar, and this one's all preference, but I really prefer having mine set up this way, is just reposition this toolbar instead of having it on the bottom of our screen. So to do this, we'll go to the line that you see right here. And since we're at the line, what these lines indicate is these two applications, Loom and Google Chrome, that you see between these two lines are recently used applications that are currently and actively running in our background. So if you're not actively using these apps, you definitely want to close these out the same way we did with all the apps to the left of this line. Nonetheless though, go ahead and click the control button on your keyboard and then select one of these lines. Now we're going to go up to where it says position on screen. And I personally like having my toolbar on the left side of my display screen. So I'm going to select left, And now you'll see that I have easy access to these applications right here on the left side of my screen. You can put your dock on the right side if you prefer, or leave it where it was by default on the bottom of your screen. I quickly want to invite you to join our email newsletter AppFind VIP, where we're sending out the best mobile apps and mobile games directly to your email inbox. To get signed up, all you need to do is go to appfindvip.com or use the link down in the description. Once here, just let us know your name, your email, and then decide what type of emails you want to receive so you can start receiving the best mobile apps and mobile games. Plus, you're automatically going to be entered into our AppFind giveaways, where we're giving away free iTunes and Google Play gift cards every single month. All you need to do is be a part of our free email newsletter, AppFind VIP. So again, use the link down in the description or go to appfindvip.com to get signed up today. As you'll quickly notice, the scroll bar that shows up on the right side of any time we're scrolling down a menu will only appear once you start actively scrolling. And if you want to go over and grab it to start moving it manually, it can be kind of frustrating if it keeps disappearing on you. So I want to show you how to set up a default setting that will make it so your scroll bar is always there, so you can have easy access to it when you want to manually scroll. So to do this, we're going to go back into our system preferences application, then just search for scroll bar and then select scroll bar behavior. Once inside here, all you need to do is select always under show scroll bars. Now you can close out of system preferences and you'll see that my scroll bar is there even when I'm not actively scrolling, so I can go over and grab it to manually scroll. I hope you enjoyed today's video. This was the first things to do when you get your brand new iMac computer. This video should have shown you how to set up your computer to its maximum potential so you can start using your iMac like an expert. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more great content coming out soon. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.